So welcome everyone. Uh, Actually, my stream does work. Okay, so now I just have to find where pairings are. Okay, so very good. Stream is working. Welcome everyone. So we have two rounds results here, so I can check what happened so far. Wow! So already in first round, many surprises. I did not see the first round. So Carson only made a draw. Nepomniachtchi also only a draw. Duda also a draw. Bashir also. And Aronian was the first among top seeds to win. Okay, you cannot really see the screen like this, so it's maybe not good, but just quickly for myself to understand what is happening. So Svidler, Rapport, Abdusattorov, Artemiev lost. Yuyanji, Kiri lost to Sichev, very, very tough pairing. Rajabov also lost. Grishchuk made a draw. Jobava lost. Gukesh lost. Okay, huge surprise. Keimer, let me see. Keimer, Vincent also lost. Unbelievable. Andreikin draw. And the other guys, I mean, still Niemann lost, for example. Okay, this field is just unbelievably strong. And second round is still, of course, in progress. I saw that Carson won and so on. Okay. Duda draw and Gukesh lost. Yes, Gukesh lost first round. All right, so let's see. Second round is still ongoing or not? Okay, let's see how Carson won with this b6. Okay, this is actually very tough to win. For some reason, White. Wow, so Carson basically managed to, yeah, I mean, White was using a lot of time for no reason, and I mean, okay, so basically this night end game he managed to win, and it's quite special, I would say. So even Carson could have started with 2 draws. I don't know what is the tiebreak, but okay, of course this win was very important. Aronian played against an Armenian player, draw. So Rapport has 2 out of 2. That's pretty nice. Looks like quite easily. Abdusattorov also. Yeah, this tournament is just extremely tough. We did Nihal Sarin also 2 out of 2. I guess Erigaisi. Yeah, so Erigaisi has to win this tournament. Maybe I have to adjust a new window. Still. Open the chess results. Or rather Lichess maybe, and then from there. Okay, so round 3 pairing. So basically, let me see. Carzen is playing Petrosyan Tigran. He is a kind of specialist in quicker time control, but okay, so round 3. So yeah, Tigran Petrosyan is a specialist in faster time controls, but I remember one speed chess championship when he lost very heavily to Carzen, like 22-5 or some score like this. So otherwise, first board will be Pankratov against Rapport, Abdusattorov against Narayanan, Yu Yanyi against Xiu, so Chinese match, Murzin against Vidit, Nihal against Aravind, and then Erigaisi plays on board 7 against Daneshvar. Bardia also strong player. So basically what is extra interest in this tournament is that if Erigaisi wins, then he can overtake Gukesh in the FIDE circuit. So that's also something interesting to check. Oh, Caruana is also here actually. Maybe he lost first round. No, he made through draws with 2500, so it's very, very tough. Pragnananda 1 point, Giri also only 1 point. Yeah. All right, so they start. I don't know exactly at when. 17:30, it's saying, so it's already probably they are a little bit late, so should be very soon. Okay, not yet, but probably very, very soon it will start. Yes, according to this website, it should have started already, but it will start very soon. Okay, so now we just have to wait. Thank you for subscribing to the YouTube channel. The stream will look better once the games are starting, but for now, just waiting. Hello, everyone. Okay, still no round 3. So what happened in round 2? So Carson won. Let's see how Eric Gaisi played. And he played Bocharov, who is also like really specialist in rapid and blitz. Yeah, it was not an easy win for sure, but eventually he won. Nepomniachtchi only made 2 draws and he was even lost. Yeah, that's very tough. Sarana, the European champion in rapid, I guess also only 2 draws he started with. Okay, let's see. Round 3 still not started. Yeah, I read your messages. I mean, answer, I don't know. I mean, like I just read your messages that, yeah, Gukesh lost. I saw that, and like Duda. I don't know with whom he drew, but maybe with whom Carson defeated, and Carson was also very close to a draw. So. Somehow there is some, yeah, I mean something with the broadcast here. I mean on the official. So this game is still going despite mate in 2. I mean, of course it's not going, but. So there is this small kid from Argentina, 9 years old, I believe, or 10, probably 9. And he defeated Makarian, who is a very strong player. So. Wow, this bishop b4 is a pretty spectacular move from the kid. Wow. So he has also 1 point. And maybe we'll play some very strong player now. I mean, mostly. Okay, games have been started, so we can start looking at the games. No. I read your message as well. So okay, so it's Carlsen against Petrosian. Okay, let's switch off engine and see. Okay, so Petrosian always plays. I mean, not always, but like most of the time plays like this G6, D6 type of thing. So modern defense, and okay, Carlsen went for Bishop D3. Kind of looks like that Carlsen was a little bit late for the game. We also don't need opening explorer, nothing. So yeah, okay. So it's completely normal setup. Black can do many things. Can play knight f6, knight c6. I believe Petrosian likes to play this a6, knight d7 type of thing, but okay, we will see. There is not much to talk at this moment. Let's see what Rapport is doing. He's playing the Caro-Kann, knight d2. Okay, so this is kind of normal main line, c3, c5. Yeah, very solid for black, but of course also very solid for white. So yeah, bishop e2, knight d4, short castle will probably come at some moment, but it will be very tough to break this position. But okay, Pankratov probably should not be too unhappy with the draw. But of course there is a long way to go. Okay, so I guess best is to pick a few games which look very interesting and then follow those. Like I would say 5 games more or less should be enough for Rapid. Okay, so Carlsen definitely I will follow. So this first board of Pankratov. Okay, I don't know. Maybe let's see the openings and then decide. 5 games. Okay, so Abdusattorov. Narayanan is in extremely good form recently. Almost reaching 2700, and Abdusattorov is always playing for the win. So this game I would like to follow. Then we have 2 Chinese players playing. Yu Yanji is extremely strong in Rapid. Okay, this opening is maybe not that interesting. So Murzin playing the London against Vidit. Nihal playing against Aravind. Yeah, I guess against this game of Arjun, this I want to cover. Fedosev is always playing some funny games. Okay, let's decide. Okay, so I would like to cover Carlsen, Abdusattorov, Erigaisi, Andreikin, and Giri, because Giri has to win. So maybe these 5 games I would like to cover. Okay, so Carson, I looked. So let's see this game of Giri. Okay, so C3 Sicilian, of course, very solid, and okay, by many considered to be too solid and boring, but okay, of course, it's too early to say. D4, Knight f6. So this is a normal line. Bishop e7, also normal. Queen e2, Knight c6. Queen h5 from Giri, and then Bishop e3. So what are the problems for black? Yeah, okay, so he goes b6, knight d2. So obviously something like c d4 should be very close to equality, but it's not good for Giri. So knight takes on d4, queen e2, bishop e2. Let's say knight d4 or bishop d7, but maybe knight d4, bishop d4. So such positions are close to equal, but maybe even slightly more pleasant for white because a bishop f3 is coming, and yeah, it's very tough to play for a win as black. So he went for b6, planning bishop b7, and now knight d2, knight bd2, and okay, is there any problem with bishop b7 here? I don't really see any big issue. But of course, what can be annoying that again is dc5, for example. Like originally you want to keep your pawns What do you mean? I mean, if I have question, I answer, but you mean you are asking me now, or what? Okay, so you want to keep your pawns like this, but if you play bishop c5, it again just leads to other trades. So like bishop takes, queen takes, and knight e4, for example. So this doesn't look too good, but if you take with the pawn, I mean, it also doesn't really look that great. For example, knight e4. Just continuing to trade, and I mean, Giri, for example, doesn't really like to play with such weak pawns, I guess. So he went knight to d5 now. So his point is that on d takes, he wants to include knight e3, and now if the queen recaptures, then he can take with the bishop comfortably. Not too many trades, and okay, queen e4, he can just continue with bishop b7. It looks completely fine. So that's why he goes knight d5. So what white should do at this moment? Yeah, I'm not too sure because the DC I didn't like, although maybe it's still relatively normal way to go actually, because okay, let's look at it again. So DC knight takes, queen takes, bishop c5, maybe to play a move like queen g5. Like okay, white is a FIDE master, so a draw against Giri wouldn't be too bad. Okay, now basically queen trade is forced, knight g5, pawn is hanging, most likely h6, and now knight e4. Yeah, and this position is but why you don't understand? Like I am not talking English, or the sound is bad, or what's the problem? So please say what you don't understand. Okay, so in the game, knight f1 was played, knight 2, knight g3. Okay, also interesting. So basically he traded like this, and along the way also managed to... Sure, I like it too much. It looks like a good fighting position for Giri. But okay. No, this guy from India probably, or I don't know, is very strange. So he's just writing and now not answering. Okay, so bishop e4. Okay, position is around equal. We will see how it goes. Let's see what is the game of cards. So d6, bishop d3, knight c6, c3, e5, d5, knight e7, c4, f5, knight c3. So looks like a king's Indian, knight g5, c6, queen b3, very interesting. King h8, bishop d2. I quite like this for black. Of course, Carsten's idea is to play knight e6 and then sacrifice a pawn. But okay, not so sure. Queen a3, h6 takes. Okay, I really like how black is playing, to be honest. Like he's up a pawn. I mean, of course, there was no time for knight c7 because of queen h3. So therefore, rook e1. Yeah, but it seems to me that black is doing good. I mean, according to computer, it's just equal, but still it looks pretty good. Okay, so Pankratov rapport, many crazy things happened here. It looks very good for black. Pawn is hanging, some f3 is coming, and it's just better for rapport. Here I like Abdusattorov, I guess, slightly better, maybe. Some queen b3, putting pressure. Yu Yanji also looks like a very good position for him. I believe he will be fighting for top places. That would be my prediction. Just read in the chat that Jobava with 0 points. Is that true? But okay, probably even Sadvani Raunak, who is very strong with 0 points. Ketsilka made a draw. No, Badur has some points for sure. I mean, I still don't see him. Ajabava here. Okay, maybe 0 points. But I mean, in such field, it's very tough. Here I like his position, but maybe it's still okay for black, yeah. And his opponent has like 2005 rating, so it's very tough to win games. Like, these guys are seriously underrated. Okay, I don't know, maybe there is something wrong with the stream. I will check, and then I will restart most likely, but I have to see if something is wrong or not.